Bubbles. Man, I was just sitting here watching Don Lemon on CNN. He played a clip of Spike Lee, with his spicy statement. And Spike Lee was at the Cannes Film Festival. He has a new movie coming out called The Black Klansman, and it's about KKK member infiltrating the police department in the 1970s. And Spike Lee had some raw words about Donald Trump. And I listened to him, I looked at him, and I just got an instant flashback from like 1988, 1989, 1987, 30 years ago, when Spike had movies out like Do the Right Thing. You know his track record, but Do the Right Thing stands out to me. And I just got nostalgic all of a sudden. And those Spike Lee movies, Public Enemy, Poor Righteous Teachers, so many other hip-hop groups during that era, along with The Cosby Show and A Different World. My generation in those days, we were walking differently, we were talking differently, we were thinking differently. And with all those influences of what Public Enemy was talking about, again, The Cosby Show, A Different World, we were just different, and we were going in a very different positive direction. We really were. I remember wearing a lot of kente cloth, the fashion that began to change in hip hop. We had just come out of, well, we didn't even come out of it, but by 1988, yeah, we were still in the throes of the crack epidemic. But by 1988, we were aware of it and what it was doing. And so a lot of us were just choosing a more righteous and positive path to travel on, yet dealing with siblings and parents being strung out on crack when we ourselves were not. We were on a real good path. Although an antithesis was watching our peers, some of our peers who were drug dealers, we watched them, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-olds, driving in BMWs, dressed fresh to death, big gold chains. It was a lot of them, but there was more of us staying the course on the straight and narrow path. And I tell you, changes were being made among us. And somebody, and one black folks, redesigned hip hop. The music, again, in hip hop was socially conscious, it was constructive, it was positive, it was full of fun. And all of that just got ripped down when somebody promoted, assisted NWA to design their music that it was like a fucking cancer. And it spread all through hip hop. And we are where we're at today with hip hop. Prior to NWA, I tell you, positive, constructive music, happy. The rappers smiled. Hell, we had MC Hammer was at the top of his game. NWA comes out, then you start seeing rappers mean mugging. They need a gangster bitch. All types of craziness. It went left. And it never got back on right. And it's almost 30 years now. 30 years of being left. And it's just way, hip-hop is way left now. And the thing is that hip-hop had a positive impact on our community before NWA. And then it began having a negative impact. I listen to the conversations of teenagers today. It is nothing like the conversation of teenagers in the 60s and 70s or in those days in the 80s. They're not socially conscious. There's social media. And even in the advent of social media with all this information, nothing is happening where it's provoking conscious thought or change in the minds of the younger generations. Listen, that's all I wanted to say. Spike Lee just took me way back. He was saying, wake up 30 years ago to our generation. And we woke up. And others are still waking up. But we was all getting woke. And somebody used NWA to put us all back to sleep. And it's 30 years later, and he is still saying, wake up. Hey, Lundy. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. That's all I wanted to say. It was just a quick video. I'm going to go back to surfing the net. If I got something else to say, I'll be back. Oh, hit the like button if you will. Greatly appreciate it. Peace.